Morning, Bill. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Hey, same to you, Chris.
Wanted to start by going back to the last game and just kind of the play calls down the stretch and the final drive. How much, do you think Denver's timeouts kind of influenced, the outcome there? Were you guys, just looking to run the ball? Looked like maybe play for overtime in that instance, and it kind of changed with their timeouts.
We felt like we were calling plays that would put us in a good position to gain a first down, and if we got the first down within enough time, that we would be able to, basically get into a 2-minute mode. So that's basically what we were doing. We felt like those were good plays to get us in a manageable third down to be able to gain the first down, and then Bailey and Devontae and then the line did a great job on the third down play, which got us that first down, and then we were able to go. So it was more about us and what we wanted to do than it was anything else.
And just the ability to win that game with personnel being what it was. Bill obviously mentioned the post game, but what did that mean to you to be able to have success in that game and call plays and end up being successful?
Yeah, it was a good win. I mean, anytime you go to Denver and win on the road at night, it's a tough place to play. So I give our players a ton of credit. These guys work hard. They don't really look. We all know this isn't the record any of us wanted, but these guys show up to work every day and they compete and they play hard. And I really I love coaching this group. I really do. And they earned it. They went out there and competed all the way to the end in all three phases. And they earned that win.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
All right, next question, Evan Lazar, followed by Karen Griggy.
Hey, Coach, how's it going?
Hey, Evan, good. How you doing?
Good, thanks. I just wanted to ask you about the third down throw to Devontae. They told me after the game that they kind of checked into that route with press man there on the outside. Just how much freedom does Bailey to have to go and do that kind of stuff? Because pretty big spot to check in and throw at Surtain in that moment.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I don't know if they checked into it or if it was part of the scheme, but no, they did a good job. You got to give both those guys credit. The line credit for picking up the pressure, and they did a really good job. They made a good throw. DP went up and made the play, and it was really good. And Bailey, with more experience, he gets more and more comfortable with the looks that he's seeing and what we're trying to do, and give Bailey a lot of credit.
Thank you.
Next question, Karen Griggy, followed by Mike Reese.
Morning, Bill. Hope you had a nice Christmas.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, we got in late, but we definitely had a good Christmas, so it was good. Same to you, Karen.
Thanks. What, if anything, did you learn about Bailey in that final drive?
I didn't. I'll tell you, Bailey. Like I've said before, I mean, Bailey's a very consistent guy. He's calm. He's poised. He's got that. He's got that. What he doesn't have is experience. So I think the more experience he has, I mean, he's gaining experience. I'm not saying he doesn't have any experience. He just doesn't have. There's you cannot discount experience and what that means to your career. The more reps you get in practice, or the more reps you get in a game, obviously. That means a lot to your career, and if you take advantage of it, and that's something that Zapp has done a good job of, and hopefully he'll just continue to be the same guy. Don't change, be consistent, and keep trying to get better. This league's all about improvement. It really is. Who can get better the fastest, and hopefully he keeps that attitude.
Great, thanks.
Thank you.
I'll go Mike Reese, followed by Chris Ryan.
Hey, Bill, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. Hey, Mike.
You got me? Okay. My connection's not great.
I think we're good.
Tufts Baseball wants to know what happened. Tufts Baseball wants to know what they did this week to with the hat.
They're on Christmas break. I left that one at home, so I just grabbed this one. This is one that Stick gave me, our equipment guy. It's a great hat.
There you go. Just to build off Karen's question on Bailey, his his calmness in the pocket sort of stood out to me on a number of throws. What are you seeing from him in just sort of that area of the game?
Yeah, he definitely did. Your observation is right. I mean, he that's one thing in the game that was very improved by him. You know, he was able to, you know, I always call it negotiate the pocket, manipulate the pocket. You know, it's not always perfect, right? And so he does a good job of that. I think, you know, Evan Rothstein works a lot on that with him and before stretch and everything every single day. And, you know, I think that really showed up in the game. Bailey did a really good job of that, keeping his eyes downfield and, you know, negotiating that pocket. He did a really good job there.
We'll go to Chris Ryan, followed by Mark Daniels.
Hey, Bill, I had kind of a process question along the lines of what you're talking about before with, you know, Bailey getting to the line of scrimmage on that, you know, third down play, making a read. How often, you know, if you could put a percentage on it, does the play that you call actually end up getting run? And kind of what's you, I assume, want the quarterback to have the comfort to go to the line and say, no, this is going to work better here. So how frequently is the play you call actually run, and kind of what's the process there of you wanting the quarterback to make the correct read?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, you know, there's a many different ways that the play can be executed in this offense, and I would say in most offenses, right? I think there's fast tempo plays. There's plays that you just get up there and you run the play, no matter what the look is. Then there's plays where, you know, you have a choice. Hey, if they do this, do that. And then there's a lot of other different type of plays. So, you know, like I said before, with experience and the more reps you get, the more comfortable you get, you know, you have to definitely have the attitude of taking what the defense gives you. If you have that attitude and you don't try to force it, then you can really be successful in this offense. And I think, you know, Bailey understands that, and that's why I think there's been a lot of improvement with Bailey.
Thank you.
Yep.
Looks like two final questions, Mark Daniels and Mike Giardi.
Hey, Bill, Merry Christmas.
Same to you, Mark.
I wanted to ask you about Mac Jones, and sort of, you know, you've been around a lot of quarterbacks in your career. What's your message to Mac, you know, sort of moving forward here, and, you know, as he sort of heads into maybe some uncertainty, you know, next offseason?
Yeah, no, I feel good about you know, Mac Jones. I really do. I think Mac Jones is a smart guy. He's a very hard worker. He's really done a good job in this situation here of being a good teammate. You know, look, these are things that happen in the course of a lot of careers, right? You have some ups and downs, and you know, he's approached it the right way. He's working hard, and you know, I believe in Mac. You know, so I think Mac's going to be just fine.
Thanks, Bill. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And last question, Mike Giardi.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Mike.
Glad you had a decent Christmas even on little sleep.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. Thank you.
I'm curious, you know, obviously you were gone for a while. You coached against Bill. You're back with Bill. This season hasn't gone, as you guys have all mentioned, sort of the way you wanted it to. What have you learned about Bill during this time and how he's dealt with this season and the day-to-day?
That's a great question. He is the same, and I think that's what makes him, you know, a really good football coach. I mean, he's a very consistent person whether it's from the quarterback meeting to the team meeting to the unit meeting to the practice field. You know, he has a way of doing things here that, you know, obviously has been very successful. We haven't performed. I'm speaking offensively the way that, you know, we wanted to. I thought it got better. It's gotten better at times. Like the other night, it got a little bit better. But, you know, he has been a very consistent coach, and I think that's the mark of a really good coach. You know, not an up and down guy at all. Very consistent guy about how he approaches the game week and getting the team ready to play. And I think that's what all of us have learned from him over the years. You know, to try to be consistent. Those of us that have gone on to other places, had some success at other places, we've tried to be very consistent in other places, and it works out well when you're very consistent, and that's what Bill is, very consistent.
Thank you, Bill.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Thanks, everyone.
Okay.